Hello and welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, Captain Kib, signing on today, and today we're going to be a little bit tired. It's 3:01 a.m. and I forgot to record the audio for the last video, and oh boy, am I depressed about that. So first things first, we're going to be jumping in here as a random nation. Is there a random button? I'm kind of curious. There's not a random button. Why would you do that, game? You realize we could have so much more fun if we could play a random nation. Oh my god, sleep delirium. Alright, closing our eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fuck. Yugoslavia. I desperately want to close my eyes again, but it is what it is. I hate my life. So, we did Austro-Hungarian, and I just got done doing a massive fucking PvP fucking nightmare fest playing this game. And I haven't drawn anything, so you're wondering why the thumbnails is not the same etchy thing and the other videos in hiding, because it's too embarrassing, because it's just simply no audio. Oh boy, we can go communist. Establish the you know what? We're gonna be pretty cringe. No, communism's gay though. I don't like communism. But friendship is also heresy. Oh, the decisions. You know what? Just purely because my sleep depravity makes me feel stupid, we'll do something stupid and we'll be communist. All right, so we'll build up our military, etc. And then we'll need this and that. We want to get our industry rocking and rolling. Right, so we're going to need a general. We're going to put him on our front line, one that we can easily best. Hungary. It's time to betray my old ally. Or myself. Oh, look, different guns. Oh, God, that tank is fucking autistic. Look at it. It's sad looking. Oh, good God. We shall build one of those as well. We do not have the manpower required. We will immediately begin trading with the only nation we know and love, Mother Russia. And we will obviously need trade ships in order to do that, which we won't have very many of those. Oh well. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let me move this mic a bit closer. Sorry if it's a little bit noisy as I do that, but I'm a little bit tired and I can't quite see straight. My eyes are fogging up. It is approximately 3:03 a.m. for those of you who are curious. And, yeah. So, I said I'd do a video. I nearly flippin' forgot because, you know, I already made prior engagements and, you know, how one misstep when you have things carefully planned out and everything just sort of falls apart and you're just like, oh, good God. Why? But quite simply put, it's all straightened out now because we're doing it. We're here. We're making this little special episode and it's going to be fantastic. The saddest part is the commentary in the other one. It was actually, I thought it was pretty good. But that doesn't matter anymore because, well, here we are. Doing Yugoslavia as communists. Truly not a highlight in my career. No, anti-German military. Ideology drift defense. That's handy dandy, I suppose. Look at us zooming along. Oh my god, this is so much faster. Recognize the Soviet Union. Of course it would. Joseph Stalin was happy about that, I'm sure. I'm sure he gave so many shits that Yugoslavia recognized his mere fucking existence. Peasant councils allow us to get local militias. Guarantee religious liberties. That's not very communist. We must abolish the monarchy. Alright. So, oh, good God. Oh, good God. This is like the 4th day in a row I've gone with only a little bit of sleep. We can't keep doing that. So, yeah. But a promise is a promise, and we're going to get this video out today. So, Hungary is probably stronger than me. They have 16 divisions approximately, which is not particularly good, but you know. Actually, we could easily overpower them. I'm kind of curious. Would they go down restore the Austro-Hungarian Empire? That'd be kind of interesting. I'm fairly convinced the AI won't do that. Oh yeah, I have the Road to 56 mod disabled. We're just doing vanilla. Because Road to 56, it's kind of hard to be Hungary and unite the Austro-Hungarian Empire because it takes too long. Anschluss happens far before that happens. So one downside about that mod is it needs to rework that mechanic between Austria and Hungary. That is cool how they both can do that, though. Mutual economic aid. Alright. Peasant councils. We'll need that as well. And we're going to want better factories so it can pump out more stuff. Italy is not hating on us too much, which is good. Alright, so, first things first, we do not have... Oh, that's actually fairly popular. Wonder what's causing that. Military leader costs, maybe. Oh, Macedonian opposition. God dang Macedonians. We gotta slap them and put them in line. Army drill instructor, army maneuver. Not particularly good. Just a basic offensive general, I guess. Well, I'll just have to take that. Yugoslavia, you're just kind of a shithole, like I thought you'd be. Oh well, it is quite simply what it is, and we'll have to deal with it for now. Forming peasant councils. Let's take a peek-see at that. The working man must gain larger presence in local politics and disable his Discord so he doesn't get privately PM'd. Despite hiding in offline mode, people have seemed to figure I am online on Steam. Son of a bitch. That moment when you thought you were hiding, and now people know you are not hiding. They're coming for me. Help me. Alright, so let's see. We need a military doctrine, and looks like we're already doing the superior firepower doctrine, so we're just going to have to go with that. And artillery might as well, considering we're going with that doctrine. I'm kind of hoping that the divisions are ready to rock and roll with artillery. Not really. That is a bit unfortunate. Remilitarization of the Rhineland, that's done. Abolish the monarchy. Ooh, what's this? Local militia. That would be handy. However, that's not particularly a problem at the present. Where's the... There's the army modernization. Oh, boy. The standard tree everyone gets. But the fun tree is always the political tree. All the fun abilities are there. Spanish Civil War, fascinating. I would love to aid the Republican Spains. But it looks like you're on your own. You know what? I'll give you a pat in the back if you win there, Jose. Probably not gonna. I haven't seen Republican Spain win since the launch of this fucking game. For the very first patches. Alright, the equipment is done. Excellent. We don't have any ability to produce tanks, but we will want that for support equipment. That ugly looking truck. Ugh. Balkan vehicles. The Hungarian vehicles weren't too bad looking, but the Yugoslavian vehicles aren't particularly appealing. Let's see. Okie dokie. Well, we've almost got the monarchy abolished, because, you know, fuck the monarchy. Why not go with something even more unstable? We could just join the Comintern, which would be boring-ish, but at the same time make us overpowered as fuck. So we're going to do that. We're going to go with joining the Comintern, because this is a relatively short series, and it was only meant to be a single episode. And here we are doing a second one, despite only wanting to do one. But that is my own fault there. So we'll just reap what we sow. Yes, Republican Spain is receiving support from Russia, but the nationalist Spaniards are receiving double support from Italy and the German Reich. Sigil and all that. Bit unfortunate. There aren't enough communists around the planet. We'll just have to hope one day you will become communists. Even though I think they moved to Taiwan, national Spain will obviously want to get the fuck out of there. When the commie scum, I mean glorious brothers, liberate them. Oh, it's so wrong of me to say that they're liberating them as they're butchering and slaughtering millions of people. But that's besides the point. Ooh, army experience would be handy dandy. Oh no, we are not ready for that. Not just quite yet. Alright, well, we could get more resources to trade, but that's not really what I want. Planes, communists don't use planes. We'll need scouts, though, to at least tell our brothers and sisters where to go die next, in advance. Alright, so let's see, 12 to 22 divisions. Well, they're either on par or below me. However, I have faith in the Yugoslavian army. Yugoslavia joins the Comintern. Soviet Union welcomes us. Excellent. Now, form the Federal Republic. Ah, that'll get rid of all those penalties. The Polish-Romanian alliance. Oh, that happened. Romania, you're looking to be particularly fucked. And, you know what? I'm going to see if I can't be a little bit ballsier and go for an even easier target, like the lowly communist pig I am. We're going to target Austria, because they'll be even easier for pickings. But they might join the Axis, which might thoroughly fuck us over, because, you know, Italy and all that, and Hungary. And that could get real nasty real quick. But hey, you know what? You only live once, technically speaking. Why not make that very short lifespan, you know, that glimpse of life we get to enjoy on this earth, even shorter, by declaring war on the German Reich, yeah. Or potentially. I wish to be a communist country so I can justify against you. However, I think the German Reich will beat me to the punch here. We'll see. Local militias would be handy. So what, we can just grab that, but I don't think we can... No, yeah, we'd have to go down here. Local militias will be handy, though. Oh, dang, that would have been nice. Oh, well. Federal Defense Council. It does give us a bonus to defenses. Yugoslavian Research Group, that will be handy, too. Alright, are all those nasty things gone? Ah, yes, they are, for the most part, gone. Those filthy, filthy debuffs. Filthy Macedonian swines. Alright. How dare they want independence from our glorious union, our brotherhood. Alright, so let's see. Planes? No, we don't want planes. That's advanced technology. Drills? I don't know about that. The power tool is a little bit of a frightening device, to say the absolute least. But we'll see if we can't figure out how to master the little damn thing. Well, they're probably going to do the Anschluss long before I get them. Befriending Japan. I am not yet nearly communist enough. But I could definitely use the extra bump to speed things along and to push myself further off the cliff here and closer to a very interesting situation. Now, we could fortify this up, perhaps. We'll see. I do have intentions of taking Hungary, but maybe Hungary will be... No, Hungary will join the Axis. They're going down. We'll wait to spy on them when they're doing other stuff. Republican Spain isn't doing so well. They're going to be capitulating quite soon here. Research collaborations. We're collaborating, kind of. Our allies have far greater resources at their disposal than we have, so we should push forward. Yes, and basically make them do all the hard work. Because, let's be honest, I don't think our boys here, now that we're communists, really know how to do what you call it. The maths. The maths. The numbers and stuff. That's up to the Russians. Oh my god, it's been paused. For how long, I wonder? Too long, I fear. Too long, I fear indeed. Now, we could be a nice country and release these poor, poor nations. But I'm a tyrant. Why would I do that? And soon I'm about to be deposed. Prince Paul is about to be decapitated by the communist uprising. The party leader Joseph Broz Tito. Ah, yes, the referendum. And thus, measures from Soviet guaranteed our independence. Ah, see, we mattered a lot more when Tito took the reins. Look at that. We put a little star on it, and perfect. We are now a perfect little communist country. Nothing could possibly go wrong. We'll need that manpower. By the way. Alright. So you're not doing the Anschluss just quite yet. So there's a good chance we will not succeed within 305 days. But, you know, I'm feeling kind of risky. I don't think we will succeed. I'm quite convinced that is not the correct course of action. I'm going to go against that, and I'm going to go against Hungary instead. Austria will inevitably fall, plus we can take Hungary relatively sooner. Alright, so let's move all our lines over there. Now, we've got that. We could get... we don't want... We want... well, communist medical tents. I mean, not one step back policy will probably be implemented, so we'll just blast anyone who runs the other way. But should the off chance that we uncover some wounded who survived either us blasting them upon retreating or the enemy blasting them upon being thrown at, the enemy lines with no ammunition, we'll see. I'd have to wager, more than likely, the medical stuff is just there for show. Alright, so we got improved tools, so now we can manufacture some stuff faster. Industry will be nice. Need to pump out those goods. Ha! Scratch one, filthy capitalist pig. One less to go. We must rally behind this cause. Yes, Kingdom of Hungary is utterly disgusting. It's putrid orange color, no less. Alright, so we've got that all set up. Now we're going to go down this, because we need that experience handily, readily available. Alright, so there's going to be a bit of a drawback here. We're going to have to divert resources to two things. Which I'm going to have to sacrifice another factory to. And we're going to have to trade for some rubber, which hopefully a communist state does possess. Portugal, you're the next useless thing I can think of. Philippines, even, no, you're not going to turn communist. Portugal won't turn communist either, but at least they probably won't interfere. The Marco Polo Bridge incident, we'll set them up in Bosnia. That'll be our deployment zone for fresh commie troops to storm the filthy capitalist and fascist swines. Ah, yes, Russia loves us. Germany wouldn't dare harm baby you go to SFR, Yugoslavia. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Methinks that we will grab better tanks here. Project Lucky Tank. The M1934. It's cute, it's adorable, and it's certainly going to not be important at all, I'm sure. End of the Spanish Civil War. Has Ethiopia capitulated yet? Yes, they have. I just forgot to notice. Alright, Hungary. Prepared to die, my good friend. Friend, cunt. Well, you will die in 1938. Enjoy your days. Do not align with Germany before I kill you, because that would be very, 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 very unfortunate. I wish Russia could give us some gear, so to speak. Japan declared war, army modernization good, Hungarian workers' liberation is near. So we're coming. Do we have an industrial tree? We do. That will not be done in time, but we could use that pretty badly. Let's see, do we have enough, anything to equip that? We do, and we will put some artillery on them for the time being, and then hopefully we'll get that med thing soon, so we can dish up some medicine for our boys. Alright, engineer company. Oh, fuck. We'll take extra tanks instead. And motorized division. We don't have the ability to produce it because we're just burning up our resources and everything else, so we can only recruit 2 things at once. We'll try for 3, but they won't be ready in time. I definitely know what we need to spend our political power points on. Alright, so they've got to be getting close. Guaranteed by the Britannia. Well, we'll see if Britain intervenes. I hope not, but, you know what? So be it if they do. We'll teach them a lesson. There, that'll amp up the production at least a wee bit. And because we want to keep those filthy British swines out of the Adriatic Sea, because that's where they're going to land on our coast, undoubtedly. Now, what would be really interesting is Britain intervenes, Hungary joins the Axis, and then we just get fucking curb stomped. That would be kind of hilarious. But this is a bit of a suicidal run because, I'm feeling a bit suicidal right now. Only because of the sleep deprivation, but hey, it is what it is. Local militias. I wonder if we'll be able to wipe out that population in time. We're going for a bit of a sadistic campaign, too. Alright, we can pump out stuff a lot faster now. See if we can't get that up to 12 days. We'll need that. Alright, we've got a tank division. Oh my god, look at it. It's not actually that ugly looking, it just looks kind of meh. Okay, so we are lacking in gun department the most. Followed by artillery, followed by tanks. We actually have a surplus of motorized equipment, which is good. Alright, so next things next is we're going to move back to our divisions. We're going to go into our infantry. We're going to add a medical tent, and we're going to expunge 2 artillery pieces so we can afford that. What? We can't afford that? Oh man, that sucks. Screw the reconnaissance. We want to make sure they don't die as quickly. Alright, well, I guess we can take 1 artillery. I don't understand. Did I muck that up somehow? Designed too expensive. Oh, okay. Well, clearly I can't do that yet, it would seem. That's a bit unfortunate. That my eyes are just looking at it the wrong way, but hey. It is quite simply what it is. Alright, so we don't want that. So we'll instead go for infantry equipment. And industrialization is done. Expand the mining. Because we want to go for that military factory stuff. Oh boy, we're going to find out really soon here whether or not the UK has got the balls to intervene. You know, I could have probably Anschlussed Austria myself at this rate. Germany's sure taking her sweet time. I'm doubting it probably will be a fair way into spring by the time Germany thinks about Anschlussing at this rate. Positive heroism. Adorable. Alright, that's handy. We've got some new stuff there, and we're going to go for more infantry equipment. A little bit ahead of time, so we can have better equipment. And new tank model, which will be handy. If we can hopefully pump out a few replacement models, of course. There we are. More Yugoslavian communist divisions ready for battle. Alright, let's see what happens. I'm kind of curious. Alright. They join the Allies instead. And now Russia comes to our aid. Alright, so we're not particularly doing well, but we're going all out in the offensive. We're going to attempt to break through. God damn, the pop-up's a game, as my friend, one of my friends so often puts it. Sometimes it feels that way. Goddamn pop-ups. There should be a better way to customize that kind of stuff. On the bright side, we are making a couple of breakthroughs. Hungary probably won't hold out for very much longer. I don't think they're prepared for the Yugoslavian onslaught, because we definitely have the manpower to throw at them. But the question is, do we have the logistics? And I'd have to say no, not really. But hey. Lend-leases exist for a reason, and you know what? Maybe we should ask for some equipment. Request a lend-lease. I'd like guns, this, that, and probably some light tanks. Oh. I guess that's unacceptable. I guess Russia... Oh, Stalin, you really don't care? Damn. That's cold, Stalin. That's cold. Damn. Real question is, will they send troops at all? Well, we've managed to cut off a few divisions without me doing really anything. Just sort of kind of babying it. I'm not too confident in my ability right now to play the game competently, so I'm just sort of letting the AI kind of handle it for me. But I'm keeping tabs on it, so if I notice anything out of the ordinary, I'll intervene. Alright, so now they're in the Anschluss. Alright, so we can't muck with them. Britain's gone. Italy's guaranteeing the independence of Albania, but Bulgaria, you're not looking too particularly safe at the moment. So we're going to actually go and rush you instead. And then we'll have a perfect surrounding of Romania, but they also are in the alliance with Poland, so that'll actually be a lot more difficult to deal with than I thought. But We also have the Russians on our side. I'm kind of curious as to where they're going. Well, they didn't get involved there. And they can't quite touch there, so I'm kind of curious. Weird. I have no idea where those Russian divisions are running off to. Hopefully they put some on, you know, I don't know, the border with Poland, hopefully. Alright, we'll take stuff from National Spain because they probably won't get involved. Alright, we've amped up the construction speed. Now let's get those resources rocking and rolling. And let's invest that into rifles are getting backed up. We need more artillery pieces followed by more tanks. And let's increase that so we can build up a nice healthy stockpile there. Alright, so we can probably recruit additional units. Ah, shit. I knew this day would come. Alright, so we'll assign a new general to defend the coastline. His name, I don't know what his name is, but we're calling him Fred for now, because he just looks like a Fred to me. He's a little bit kooky looking. Ah, shit, they've put more down there. Which is a bit annoying, but hey, we will deal with them. Containment protocols are now in effect. We've increased our weapon technology. Good, good, good. That's a peculiar looking little mechanized vehicle right there. We need to upgrade that, and we need a couple other things going here. Ooh, we could use more manpower, but I want to get that production up. Producing stuff a lot faster is always handier. And an extra research slot so we can research more stuff. Alright, so France, you're not in the Allies yet, so I might as well get some resources out of you. Squeeze them. The German Reich, ironically, we'll just trade with them. Hopefully they stay out of this. The Anschluss of Austria has happened. The world's intensing. You're getting tense. Okay. Alright, so can we... Probably don't want to get too carried away. As long as we can keep them contained on the coast, I'm alright with that. Alright, so let's see here. We can amp up our resource gathering. That's handy. Britain, you can guarantee their independence all day long, but that won't change anything. No longer get Yugoslavian economic aid, which is a bit unfortunate. Oh well. Better support equipment. Awesome. Okay, so we'll go for that next. And we will assign more divisions to this front here, which we will now order an offensive to sort of try to push them out little by little. Now, Bulgaria should be easy, relatively. But we will see, we will see. Oh boy, they're getting a little cheeky as more British forces land here. And Russia and its glorious AI, it does not send help. We're going to capitulate to the Allies at this rate. Italians are fighting alongside the Allies. Oh boy, we're in for one hell of an AU, that's for sure. Alright, so we're going to scratch that. We're going to have a new battle plan, basically to retake the coast there. Diverting more divisions because I want to push them out before they get too heavily hunkered down here and start gaining ground. Alright, that's completed. Good. Pushing for that won't be handy because that will take too long to research. We could use logistics and other things. There's a bug in here. Now it's thoroughly bothering me. Alright, manpower has actually dropped to a halt. We need to halt all offensives for the time being and just sort of repel the enemy. We're going to lose that chunk of land there. Alright, we're going to cease our claims on them because I was getting a little bit too blitzy and now things are looking a bit dire. Let's just put it that way. Alright, we've got the expanded university. Excellent. Now, federal defense. That'll bump up our defenses, which is what we want. Smiths to Italy. Italy, don't you dare. Don't you dare put claims on glorious Yugoslavia. We will have to capitulate to any claims put onto us by Germany because we simply cannot, for the love of Pete, hold on to that. Or anything for that matter up there. Alright, so artillery, we got that rolling. That's going to be too long. I suppose it's time to start amping up. But we don't have any spare factories, which is the problem. Alright, well, we'll just go for the focus then of getting that up. I've nearly forgotten about my planes. Nearly. Practically have. This is fine. Alright, so we will engage in all abilities, air superiority, just in case. I don't think we have anything to worry about, but I just want to be prepared. Am I missing any air forces? I feel like, nope, that's both of them. Alright, so we've got air support now. That should be handy. That bug is throwing me off quite a bit. I might muck up because of that thing. Quite a little nasty devil. I feel like I can just sort of kill them and grind some experience here. Speaking of experience, let's check. Can we, oh, wow, we didn't have a medical tent. That's right, I almost forgot about that. Okay, so that's maxed out there. No, that's, well, there is infantry, so we could use that. Engineer, and we want a mechanics division, so we can cut down on losses on those things. And, engineer, reconnaissance, and we shall wait till we can get a mechanic next. What am I missing? I've got infantry. I don't have any tanks in production because of resistance. Oh, resistance to occupation is a bit of a pain in my keister. So we'll have to reduce the factories a wee bit on that stuff. I'm hoping that they're just going to start taking attrition due to, you know, inabilities to supply their men. But we shall see. The fate of Czechoslovakia. That'll put more pressure on the Allies too. We're going to be wary of Germany. Germany is a fascist. Well, so far we've been able to repel everything they've thrown at us thus far. I don't see the need to build any sort of land forts at the moment, because we can just repel them for now. However, they will eventually wear us down here, which makes me a bit worried, but I have confidence in the Yugoslavian lines. We'll roll with this arrogant incompetence thing I've got going on right now. As I am, what's his name? Joseph Broz Tito. How many internationals will there be? France wishes to go communist? I don't feel like boosting popularity. That's just too cheap. The Yugoslavian Empire, SFR. By Czechoslovakia. Alright, so that's been handled. And that sort of finishes up the political tree for all the stuff we can really do with that. Army maneuvers will be handy. Wait. They did what? Are they... They're not... Okay, Poland joined the Allies and is now at war with us. However, that opens them up to war with Germany. Russia, even. Which brings Russia closer to us. And prevents, you know, Germany from getting that foothold, which will give Russia access to extra factories and all sorts of other handy-dandy stuff. Alright, so we're gonna... Oh, we're only on volunteer? Oh, my. Well, that didn't really help too much. But it did help enough to keep our manpower up, at least. Shall we see what the fatalities are at? I'm sure they're climbing quite rapidly. Alright, so Yugoslavians have only lost 43,000. United Kingdom, we've killed 113,000. Kingdom of Romania, it's capitulated. And Dominion of Canada and the various clients are also taking quite a few casualties. Air support's handy. Ground support will be handy as well. I presume we have ground support craft here. I'm not quite sure. We don't even have ground support. That's a bit of a waste of a research slot. All right, we'll ignore that. It would be nice to get ground support, though. Oh, well. Better artillery. We did go with that doctrine. We'll actually research that ahead of time. Instead, so we can produce better artillery guns. So we can sort of piss pound them and just sort of bleed them dry here. And if we're going to go down that route, it's the insurgents. We won't be able to build forts even if we want to. Ooh, Germany's going to be in a bit of a precarious situation. An alliance with Italy. Alright, so we have new access to new tanks, which is excellent. Won't be getting that. And it's too far ahead of its time. Right, time to get that mechanic I've been talking about. Alright. Well, they're just going to keep throwing their men away, which is fine by me. What exactly am I missing in production here? I've got everything in production. Towed artillery. Do I have anti-tank guns on the battlefield? Interwar fighters, perhaps. Alright, the extra factories, the ones that we've kind of lost due to them being battered to hell. Oops, fuck. Well, France is now joined. That's pretty handy, I suppose. Alright, so we're going to go for that so we can try to research that rifle ahead of schedule. Then we'll go back to doing industrial things. Alright, Belgium. Oh, we don't have the civilian factories. Well, I guess we'll be hoping that... Well, there's some civilian stuff in the tree, I think. Oh, kind of rules us out of that. But resources. What do we require? It's a bit unfortunate. But it is rubber. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's not good. Alright, so logistics are done. That's handy. Very handy indeed. Almost ready for that. Medium tanks are going to be awesome. Interception detection. We'll research this so we can produce stuff faster. We need to get some more stuff cranked out ASAP. Russia's almost pushed to Warsaw. Good job, good job. And we're just holding the Brits here, and the French too even. This will keep them distracted and preoccupied. Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact is now underway. Italy's working on jet engines and other things. Fall of Warsaw. I'm sure there's other divisions in there. Yep, French divisions have arrived through the port of Danzig. However, Poland's about to capitulate. Alright, we almost got small arms around the corner. Looking pretty good, I'd say. Kind of curious how the casualties racked up. Alright, so we're at 52,000. We've taken the lowest among our alliance. Go figure, between Russia and Tanuva and Mongolia. But Mongolia and Tanuva probably won't actually ever capitulate or participate too much. We killed 205,000 British, which is pretty good. 5,000 Dominion Canadians, Africans, and Malaysians. Whew. Poland has capitulated. Also good news there. And we have a new type of artillery, which will be handy on the front line. We can now also research rifles faster, and we will actually go for that because it's 86 days instead of 100, which will be very useful. The Serbian railway will be handy. And we're going to go for that research slot. Now, I hope they would make it so you can change this. I did see the military down there, and I did see that, but I want the research a lot faster because I want to out-tech the enemy real quick. And basically factory stuff. Mobile defenses, which is good. Soft attack. Line artillery plus 20 recovery rate. We'll go for the artillery. We're definitely specking out down that line anyways. Russia's managed to push them back. Germany's now been denied that. Reasserting eastern claims. I wonder how that's going to go over, considering that Poland is no longer in existence. But hey, this definitely puts Germany in an awkward situation and gives Russia a lot more territory to lose. However, I do not like being in this position, particularly for various reasons. And meanwhile, we're killing as many of the allies we can, but this is also to their benefit because I'm pretty sure they've cranked up their conscription. Well, they were at early mobilization, that's it. I'm surprised. Surprised it's so low, really. Division training time, division speed. Extensive conscription. There, now we've got manpower to sit on here, which is actually quite handy. Now, I'm going to begin pushing for an offensive. So far, it's not looking like we're going to break through. We're going to stop the offensive before we lose too many men. Next time we'll do service by requirement. I don't think we'll be able to repel them anytime soon, though. Well, they get claims on there, but it doesn't really do a whole heck of a lot. We've got divisions ready to rock and roll, apparently. Which I will plop them out real quick, and I'm going to cease production of all of them. There's my manpower. Quickly assign them to the front. And we should have them right where we want them. I've noticed a slight flaw in my battle plan, and we will rectify this situation as such. Improve the Serbian rail network. There we go, there we go. And expand the university. Excellent. Right, Germany, I don't have the factories to trade with anybody. Pity. That's okay, I will get some factories out of this, I believe, right? Oh, I could have gotten it with either. Oh well, it is what it is. Alright, new rifle equipment. Now, Russia. The situation's getting dire. Would you be willing to send me some guns? I might as well bother asking. I don't even know why I'm trying. Probably gonna say no. Could use medium tanks instead of light tanks. That would a little better. Nope, they declined. Go figure. I kind of saw that coming a mile away. Maintenance company. Excellent, excellent. And so we can manufacture stuff even faster than we could once before. Turn the speed while I go and edit some stuff. Let's see. Division. Oh no, what am I doing? Well, that could be handy. Logistics thing. Oh, sorry. I saw something on the back of my leg and was like, what the heck was that? Turns out it was just seeing things. Allies joined the Netherlands. Fun times for everyone else. Oh boy, Luxembourg too. Oh boy. They go and figure they joined, lo and behold. Logistics company. Luxembourg capitulate. Oh wait, did the Axis attack? I'm genuinely confused. Alright, so let's see. Edit this tank division. And now we're going to add mechanized stuff, such as repairs. That should be a help. Belgium joined the Allies. Alright, World War II has essentially happened. We've kicked it off. Germany, you're fucking nuts. I just want to point that out. You're always goddamn crazy. But this time, it's a three-way right away, right off the bat. However, we're just going to hold their divisions there. Alright, so we've done that. Excellent. And next up, we're going to get that construction so we can repair stuff faster. Well, we're going to be at war with him in a minute. Now, if he just goes to war with Russia, I'm not going to intervene because I do not have troops to put on that border. But we'll see. I'm probably going to get capitulated. It was meant to be a short campaign anyways. I was going to see how much damage I could fucking do. And we managed to do quite a bit of damage to the UK and various other allied nations here. Quite a bit to Poland, but that was mostly on Russia's behalf. Of course, Russia's been contributing here and there. But hey, I think we've managed to kick off the World War II relatively quickly. Looks like they're pushing for another major offensive. We got research ready, central management, grants factory output plus 5%, which is what we want. Now, next up, we're going to go to artillery. No. Tanks. No. Amp up that to reduce casualties. Production is increased, and let's see. It'll take too long. Logistics would be nice. Oh boy, we're gonna get royally screwed here. I mean, just look at that amount of damage. You're putting quite the toll on them, and only for 77,000 losses thus far. That's actually pretty damn good, in my opinion. We are peppering them down, to put it lightly. Almost 250,000 Brits down, and surprisingly, less than 250,000 freaking Russians, which is not that bad. Now, France is going to be having an issue because Italy's going to be coming through the south, and I'm pretty sure they did not have time to build forts at all, for that matter. Germany's going to be opening up another front, looks like soon, maybe? Not yet, but they will be. Undoubtedly. Alright, so let's see here. What can we do? Well, we don't really need to raise the recruitment level just yet, but we do need... Army logistics. Well, are we taking attrition? No, I don't really see that being a problem in the Balkans here down by the coast, by the Adriatic Sea. Not at all. So we'll just kind of ignore that for now. Democratic farmer, fascist demagogue, popular figurehead. National unity will make it harder for us to capitulate, which is good. Means we can, you know, lose more ground if need be. Right, so they're befriending Turkey. Russia's working on an ongoing navy. Japan and China are at war, but Japan looks like it's gobbling up most of the northern half, which is pretty good for them. Alright, Italy lays claims to what other stuff? Oh boy, we gotta be prepared for this. It's gonna get nasty. Right, now we need those civilian factories. Alright. Well, they haven't done anything to me yet. We've managed to piss off the Greeks, though. Gotta be ready to trade at any given point, but I'm feeling like the Axis are gonna push their luck here relatively soon against the Soviet Union in a fairly classical AI dumb fucking move that the AI tends to do way too frequently in this game, and they really should work on. Make it stop from happening at least so common. Oh, Italy's being navally invaded in the south there. Now, if Italy capitulates, that will be a problem. Alright, so let's see. Better mechanic or maintenance companies. There we go. That'll be handy. Yeah, Kingdom's getting quite the foothold in northern Italy, or a chunk of middle Italy, I should say. I'm slightly curious, so we're going to slow this down just a wee bit and just take a peek at how many are dead. So 300,000 Germans are dead, 441,000 Italians are dead. A minuscule amount of British and French forces have perished. Luxembourg capitulated, and you know, various other slight casualties. But for the most part, the Allies haven't taken as much casualties as the Axis in their war. However, I'd like to pull to our war, so you can see here that I've managed to only take 80,000 casualties thus far. We've killed 87,000 British Raj soldiers, so everything's in the positive. Now, we have lost 137,000 there, but Poland kind of negates that for Soviet Union. So we're already in the positive as far as KD goes. Plus, if you add all this up, 127,000 French, Yeah, go figure. None of them have actually fought us yet, those guys. And 324,000 British and 54,000 Kingdom of Hungarian soldiers. We have killed quite a bit, quite a hefty sum. We're actually reaching the million marker. Wait, no, wait, that's right. In the top right, they've actually added buttons to display how many casualties they've taken overall. 77,000 Allied casualties in the Axis war, but how about the Comintern? See, the Comintern is doing much better than the Axis, probably because there's a player behind the wheel, but hey, we've almost killed 1 million, and we're about to break it. And we've almost lost 250,000, so we're doing pretty fucking great in the KD. Okay. Operation Westenberg. Right, that's a bit interesting that they're going down that route. They're going to destroy the Neo-Ottoman Empire. Doesn't quite... Well, you're going down your political tree now, so you might. You very well could. We'll see, we'll see. Alright, medium tanks are now available for production, and we're just going to book it for the artillery upgrade, because that'll be handy. And let's see here. So we're going to go to our tank upgrade, and we're going to basically swap them out for mediums, and we're going to have to ditch the production of light tanks and swap it over to the new mediums LTM or STM39s over the LTs, which looks a lot better as a tank goes. And we're going to try for another offensive here for a real couple days here. Well, we're winning. We're taking a few casualties. We've retaken a port. That's good. There we go. That's not too bad. Not too bad. We could use rubber. This won't get us rubber. What else could we use? We just need rubber. That's not going to get us rubber. But we do have the civilian factories we need. So that might be handy there. Could use military factories, but hey, details. I think we'll expand the military factories there. We have new tech available, which is awesome, and we're going to grab reconnaissance so we can get better detailed information on the enemy forces. Oh boy, sleep depravity is definitely taking over my mind right now. There we are, almost pushing them out of here. Push for a big offensive there. Let's see if we can't punt them out. Alright, so I think this is what we're going to call it good. We'll actually do a two-parter, because it'll take 2 parts to finish this up, I'm pretty sure. So we'll wrap it up here. Basically, you can see that we have kicked off World War II pretty rapidly, I'd like to point out. And we're going to see how it's going to wrap up. Pretty much, you know, Axis are going to do something here, probably to fuck themselves over. And we're going to see if we can't at least get most of the war done and see what happens. So, thank you for tuning in for this episode, which felt really rapid, but, you know, time is flying because my mind is dying. But that's besides the point. Without further ado, this is Yost, Captain Kibbs, signing off with one more lewd thumbnail on, you know, the horizon. You'll have to stick with this lewd thumbnail for now, and there'll be another one, last lewd one. Enjoy it while it lasts. I have no idea why I just agreed to do another one. Absolutely insanity. That's all I gotta say. Who the heck is over here? Dutch East Indies? Huh. Well, that's something I would see every day. Oh well. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is Yost, Captain Kibbs, signing off. We'll see you in the next video. So until then, have yourself a great night.